breaking down the political landscape. This is KQ Truth for you. Political honesty rooted in God. This is KQ Truth for you.
Good evening. Welcome to KQ. I'm Ken.
I'm Kevlon.
Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. This is KQ the Truth for you.
Good evening. Welcome to KQ. My name is Kevlon.
And I am Ken.
Hey, we are coming to y'all once again from the mean streets of Montgomery where violence is down, but you better keep your head on a swivel.
Show enough.
Oh, yeah.
Show enough.
Speaking of keeping your head on a swivel.
Yeah, man, we've been looking at all of these so-called October surprises. That's what Trump likes to call them. I call them fake noise.
Or lies.
Utter lies.
Yeah, as we approach this campaign, the ending of this campaign and the counting of the votes and to see who the president is, what you're going to see is a frenzy of horrible information coming out left and right. And it just so happens we have social media to help amplify all of this crap that's going on. It's just crazy. I know it's tough, y'all, but we gotta zero in on facts and look at things as they really are, not based on some silly memes, no matter where it's coming from.
Yeah, man. They send me a meme and then I send back a link to a news story and they say, why are you always saying something bad about Trump whenever I try to tell you something bad about Kamala? It's like, because you just sent me an Instagram, 20-second Instagram, man. I can't learn nothing from that. Let me hear the whole interview. Send me the whole thing and I'll watch it.
Yeah,
send me the whole thing.
It's been debunked 40 times already by everybody. I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it's just the same. Let me just give you a quick example. You remember we had a debate with Kamala Harris and Donald Trump, and everybody heard they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. He didn't say that as some kind of hyperbolic statement. He was literally saying that Black people from Haiti were eating dogs and cats and eating people's pets. I mean, that took off. That didn't just stop there. I mean, these things have a tendency to grow. And we have been knocking down misinformation left and right coming from that little short moment during the debate. Since that debate, lies have an effect.
Yep. Now they're moving on to back over to immigration again, with saying that the government's giving immigrants FEMA money and all this stuff. And clearly the money's coming out of two totally different non-related buckets. That's just like saying, you know, they're giving FEMA money to Ukraine and they're giving FEMA money to
food stamp
recipients. And, you know, come on, man. That's not happening.
The fact is the American government has a tranche of money. They divide it up into different allocation funds and they fund separately their own separate beasts, if you will. It's not mutually exclusive where if you pay for disaster relief over here, then that means we have to cut back on military spending. You know, it doesn't work like that.
Exactly, no doubt. Unless, of course, you know, it's a really bad storm and we have to send in the military in order to fix some things. You know what I'm saying? Such as some people. Yeah, then we're using military money to, you know, but hey, if we're going to use our military, let's use them for some good stuff like that right there. You know what we're supposed to do. Well, hey, man.
One example of what we got going here.
Really good example.
This is an example of what is happening right now. So Donald Trump is pulling out all the stops at these little rallies. Now, he turned down a 60 Minutes interview. He said that they need to apologize to him.
Yeah, for some stuff that never happened.
Because the last time he was there, he got up and walked out because Leslie Stahl wouldn't let him lie and say that Obama spied on his campaign. So he got fed up and he got up and left. But so he said they owe him an apology because of that.
No, he said they owe him an apology because he said Hunter Biden's laptop didn't come from Russia.
Which he didn't say that during the interview.
Right. Didn't even say that during the interview, but he wants an apology for that.
Yeah. He lied and said that 60 Minutes said something about Hunter Biden's laptop that wasn't true. And he's using that lie to justify his not showing up to 60 Minutes for the debate because he doesn't want to be fact checked. He literally asked them not to fact check. And you heard J.D. Vance during the last debate check the moderators and say, I thought y'all said y'all wasn't going to fact check, you know.
Yeah.
So anybody who says don't fact check me, I want you to be weary of them.
Yeah, chances are they know they lying and they know it. Don't fact check me now.
Could you imagine your doctor telling you, well, I cleared out all of those blockages in your arteries, but don't fact check me now.
Yeah, don't fact check me on that. All right, man, let's check out this video here. This was from Board and Joe, man. This is some real good examples of these people telling some all-out lies.
Whoppers.
Returned to the site of the first assassination attempt against him. Now, during that rally in Butler, Pennsylvania, he and his allies accused Democrats of trying to kill him.
Over the past 8 years, those who want to stop us from achieving this future have slandered me, impeached me, indicted me, tried to throw me off the ballot, and who knows, maybe even tried to kill me. You know, I always say there's an enemy from within and there's an outside enemy. And if you're smart, the outside enemy is not going to be a problem. Russia, China, North Korea, we're not going to have a problem if you have a smart president. If you have not such a smart president, then it's a problem. But we have an enemy from within, which I think is much more dangerous than the outside enemy.
First, they tried to silence him. When that didn't work, they tried to bankrupt him. When that didn't work, they tried to jail him. And with all the hatred they have spewed at President Trump, it was only a matter of time before somebody tried to kill him.
And then, guys, they tried to kill him. They tried to kill him. And it's because the Democratic Party, they can't do anything right. They can't do anything right.
You heard him. You heard them. Because of the Democrats, this guy was. Now, mind you, these two assassination attempts were one by a registered Republican, and the other one it was by a guy who used to vote for Trump, voted for him twice, but then he moved on to people even more right wing, Nikki Haley and Vivek Ramaswamy, and Vivek. But they're telling you that the Democrats are the ones trying to kill them. No. I mean, that's just a blatant lie. I mean, why would you? I mean, think about that, y'all. You're accusing someone of attempting to murder you, and there's absolutely zero evidence out there to back that up. And you're standing in front of a big crowd. You are the nominee for president for one of the major parties in the United States. Why do y'all tolerate this stuff?
Yeah. Why do people even listen to this crap? Man, what are the results when people listen to it? I mean, he's just looking for some type of sympathy and to get you to hate somebody, get you to hate the Democrat.
You remind me of Arsenio Hall. You're always crying.
Yes, man. Man, then we're going to zip on over here to another montage. So this is what happens when you just flood the zone with all kinds of lies and other lies back to back to back to back to back. I mean, they got to stay on top of this stuff, man. It's actually kind of like an art, the way Trump and the propaganda thing works, the way it trickles all the way down.
Let me just jump in here. We have the lies going about, like you mentioned, the diversion of the FEMA money to Afghan migrants. I don't know what they're talking about.
Haitian people eating dogs and stuff.
I guess they're buying them dinner plates. But they talking about how much money is going here, there, whatever, and how they're failing on the response and how they're not providing aid, and Biden didn't even show up, and he finally showed up, and then next thing you know, he was leaving and going back to the White House. I don't know if they thought he was going to pitch a tent, but the thing is, this is causing problems. They're trying to convince people not to seek aid because they're not going to give you aid anyway. They're not there. FEMA had to put up a whole new website to discount all of the lies that are just flooding the zone. People are getting their news now from Twitter and God, Elon Musk's Twitter.
Oh my goodness!
But
TikTok over there, ain't it?
Yes, Facebook, and in the process, they're being fed all of these stories. Ken and I have been receiving them left and right. Stories about how the Biden administration is botching this response. Mind you, the guy that they're going to vote for literally showed up in Puerto Rico after hundreds of thousands of people died, throwing paper towels at him. Show me that kind of response. Where in California, he basically said he wasn't going to help California during the wildfire issue. And his own administration officials just came out and said that they had to yank him in a room and talk to him about how many Republicans voted for him in Orange County in order to get him to release doggone funding to help them out. So they're the ones that are holding back funding, and Trump's doing it. Trump did it on a political basis, but they're projecting what he does onto Democrats, even though it's totally not true. Just go online and do a search and pull up Governor Kemp and all of the other Republican governors and mayors that are thanking the Biden administration for being there and responding so quickly and giving them every doggone thing that they need. Mm-hmm. Of course, they could always use more because it was a disaster. But, you know, it's just, you know, this misinformation is starting to hurt people. Again, over and over, it's just flood the zone.
Yeah, but we're finna play a drinking game. Every time you hear one of these people tell a utter lie, we're gonna take a shot.
I don't even know if he's president.
Really?
I do question that.
Who do you think is the real president?
Donald Trump. I think he'll be back any day, under military.
He is attacking Biden's performance as president. But he's the real president?
Yes, he is.
So he's to blame for inflation?
No.
And I believe there's a lot of people who were not registered that did vote. But I think after all,
do you have any evidence of those things?
I don't have anything. I mean, I have as much evidence as all the other people here.
Which is none?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I was at January 6th. January 6th was a setup by the FBI and the CIA. The CIA and the FBI is corrupt.
Justice for January 6th. Explain that.
So it's more just justice for the overall day, because I think the whole day itself was a setup just to make conservatives look bad. Anybody who supported Trump, make us look bad, look like we were aggressive when we're not.
Who?
Oh. Man, what's wrong with these folks, man?
Maybe it was crapping in the rotundas that made them look bad.
Yeah.
Set it up.
Well, you could just say deep state, quote unquote, but I think Pelosi, it was a permitted protest. There was permits for all those areas.
For inside the Capitol?
No.
Hey, man. Y'all tripping, man. So this dude says it was a setup. Who set it up? I mean, because I remember a few days before the rally, he said Trump put out the tweet saying, be there on January 6th. We'll be wild.
Yeah, be there or be square.
Yeah, and freaking fat boy, the one that's in jail.
Steve Bannon.
Yeah, old Bannon boy. Yeah, Bannon was
he
out
was
there
on his
hyping it up. Boy, my goodness, going ham.
Talking about you're not going to believe what's going to happen on that day.
It's going to be totally different than what they're expecting. Yeah.
But Pelosi set it up. She set it up so that the mob will come and kill her.
Right. And the FBI and the CIA set this whole thing up. They made Donald Trump send a tweet to tell him to be there, we'll be wild. And in a minute, we're going to march down to the Capitol.
Yeah, he's going to be there with you. To the Capitol. They didn't have a permit to march. Yeah. And so the thing is, this is what they're saying. Trump put out the tweet that brought everybody there, and he got a permit for his little rally. And it's Pelosi's fault. Pelosi, even though they wanted to certify the election for Joe Biden, she caused the people to then attack the Capitol and try to kill her. It was her that did it. She caused it.
Yeah, same thing like them assassination attempts.
Have you seen Trump rallies where they start turning cars over and burning them?
January 6th?
Well,
no, they didn't do it.
Oh my God.
You're getting beat up now.
Yeah.
Don't say that,
No,
sir.
we just boo. We don't care.
I know what the truth is, and I believe everything that happened in January 6th is going to be revealed. Every bit of it.
And I don't know exactly what you're referring to, so what would you say that is? What occurred on January 6th?
I'm talking about Nancy Pelosi, what she instigated.
So Nancy Pelosi instigated January 6th?
I believe she did.
What would be the purpose of them coordinating this? What's the end game there?
The end game is to get Trump out so he doesn't win presidency.
The statements Trump was making attacking the Capitol. What do you think happened? What was Nancy Pelosi coordinating or something?
Well, I've definitely investigated the situation. I was there
You were there where?
at January 6th.
Wait, what do we believe about January 6th?
It's all media
Okay,
saying.
that
Oh,
was
media.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Why do they keep bringing it up and rehashing it in different ways?
I can tell you, because it was an attempt to subvert the will of the people and block the certification of a president who got elected. We don't believe that?
No, I don't.
The violence that occurred, that definitely happened. You agree?
Well, that definitely happened, but I'm not
That's
telling
crimes,
you that's
right?
MAGA. That wasn't MAGA.
So the assaulting of
that
police
was-
officers
that
was
FBI agents. That was paid Antifa, maybe some BLM mixed in. But these are paid thugs that have been paid by George Soros.
the FBI was attacking the Capitol Police.
It was a setup.
The
All right, I'm getting sick to my stomach.
Yeah, these folks is crazy, man.
Yeah, you notice how they always like to throw a group of black people in the mix and say they did something, they had something to do with it. I didn't see not one joker down there that any darker than that one white
I saw
dude.
it was one black guy. I know it was one black guy because when the FBI
really?
put out their wanted list, the wanted list that they put out for like the main people that they was looking for, the ones that they knew, they had the black dude was the first one on the dang on chart, man.
So one needle in the whole haystack.
And he was
Okay.
the first needle of the haystack.
Yeah,
Him,
so-
that guy. He was the one.
But you get my point. That was clearly not a. Now I'll show you a Black Lives Matter protest, and then you tell me if that's what it looked like on Jan 6th. And last time I checked, Black Lives Matter didn't scale the Capitol walls not one time.
Never that. Yeah, when they showed up in protest out there in front of the dang on Capitol, doggone Donald Trump had them gassed, man.
But see,
Dispersed
I can
crap.
tell you, to a person, no matter who you walk up to and put a mic in front of, they're going to have a narrative that they're going to tell you about that is totally antithetical to factual information. They're going to be blaming everybody else, blaming everything else. They take on Trump's personality and push blame off to everyone else instead of taking accountability for your own actions. And the thing is, as soon as Donald Trump is no longer able to push off these trials, he's going to have to face accountability for all of the actions, including the espionage and this very incidence of trying to stop the certification of the votes and all of that. So the accountability train is coming down the track, and all of these people are going to be looking dumbfounded once he gets convicted.
Yeah, I think that might need to be our next show when we talk about how all of these things on charges are coming along. Because boy, that's really under the MAGA radar. They don't even know. They don't even have a clue, man.
Yeah.
They don't know about them 165 pages of straight up January 6th evidence that shows this man was trying to overturn the election. They don't have a clue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully with this new election, we can get this era behind us. We can continue on with the good government that has been making the United States economy the envy of the world. And we can put this sad saga of misinformation and inadequacy behind us and move on to bigger and better things. That's what the hope is.
That's what the hope should be. All right, beautiful girl. Yeah, if you're a MAGA, tell us you love us in the comments, and we love you back.
Yes.
Hey, it's been a good evening.
Yes, sir. Good month.
Keep it real. Keep it real.
Peace out, y'all. Until next time.
Want to take you a different can you dig it? And all I wanna do is just listen to you. Can you policy 72? Can you dig it? Want to take you a different can you dig it? And all I wanna do you wish just listen to you. Take you policy 72. Can you dig it? KQ.